On tonight's Bourbon Fight, Larceny C923 versus Larceny C922. Which one's the best barrel proof? Let's find out. Well, hey there, fight fans. We have another bourbon fight. It's been a little while since we've had them and had anything on the Bourbon Wheel of Fire. I actually can turn this Wheel of Fire now. My shoulder's doing a lot better, in case you were curious. A lot better. So, I've had the Larceny C922 for quite a while. I think I got it early last year. When I say early, probably February, March, something like that. It had been out a while. I just finally got around to getting one, and I loved it. I thought, yeah, you have to take small sips. It will burn the back of your throat if you're not properly prepared, but it is just a boatload of flavor, a boatload of proof, and it is a wheated bourbon, and one of my favorite barrel proof bourbons. I mean, when I say barrel proof, even more so than the cask strength. I've got a lot of cask strength bourbons that, are between 100 and 110. Well, the C922 was 126.6. The C923, which was the third release of last year, of 2023, was very close at 126.4. And I have done a first pour on this because it'd been a while since I even tasted the C922, and I thought it was quite good. In fact, I questioned whether it could beat the 922, and that was simply from memory. I had tasted a little bit earlier in the night, never did them head to head, and that's pretty much when I did that show, I kind of decided I need to put them in a bourbon fight. I need to know which is best, because if the 923 really is better, and I got it at a great price, I'm going to seek out a backup, just like it did for the 922. So my lovely assistant has poured our glasses here. I think it's glass F and J or something. I don't know. We'll know in a few minutes. And the only difference tonight from our other bourbon fights is I'm going to put 4 minutes on the clock rather than 2. I'm going to give twice the time because this is pretty strong bourbon, and I want to really get into the flavor and let it wash around on the palate a minute and give it more time to give it a proper fight. So I think we've turned this long enough now. The challenger tonight is the C923, and I just picked this up, I don't know, about a week ago. It's not been long at all. I've had it opened, I've let it breathe. I had it open earlier tonight. Obviously the 922 is been open a lot longer, and so there's that factor, but I don't really think that'll matter much. I'm pretty much, in my mind, a total blank. Like, I have no idea which one is better. If the other night when I tasted this, I was questioning, like, this could be better. But now that I think about it, how much I love the 922, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure that the 923 is better. It is going to be scary close, is what I predict. We're going to put 4 minutes on the clock and go right to left and see which one I like better. And here we go. Smells like Larceny barrel proof. Man, you just get a boatload of molasses, brown sugar, and oak in this bourbon. Cheers. Wow, that is so flavorful. It's my first bourbon of the day, and I took a small sip. Man, you do taste the proof, but I found with a Larceny, after the first taste, you get used to it really quick, and then it's just all that flavor, all that richness. Already got a little bit of Kentucky hug going on there. Let's go to our left. Smells pretty much exactly the same as the one on the right. Cheers. Now, since this is a second sip, it didn't taste as proofy as this one, and I think that all has to do with the right being the first sip. The flavor tastes a little bit different in the second one. Let's go back to the right. That one is rich and spicy. I get a lot of pepper on the tip of the tongue. A lot of spice going on there. Molasses, brown sugar, vanilla, wheat, oak. There's a limit to the flavors that's in the Larceny. I really don't pick up much of a fruit. It's that molasses sweetness with the vanilla and the wheat and the oak. Let's go back to the left. This is a little less peppery. The pepper's still there, but not quite as bold. And I almost will tell you that the flavor is slightly dialed down a bit. Let's go back to the right. We got about a minute and a half left. This definitely tastes a little proofier of the two, so I'm wondering if this isn't the C923. It could just be a perception. Back to the left. The left has a slight more ethanol or alcohol taste to it. I mean, very, very minor. But just compared to the one on the right, I taste the alcohol a little more on the one on the left than the one on the right. Back to the right. I think the one on the right is actually maybe a little bit richer, a little more viscous on the palate. It seems to spread across the palate more than the one on the left. They are scary close. I think that's correct. I think the one on the right is a little bit more rich, a little bit thicker, a little bit better mouthfeel, and we're out of time. We're going to think about this a second, and we're going to come back, and I will score left and right, and then we'll do the reveal. Okay, that was close, but I thought it could be a dead tie, and there was a half-point difference between the two. The left one, if it is the 922, tastes a little dustier, a little bit older. The one on the right tastes fresher, bolder, richer. It could be just my perception, but the one on the right was the better by half point. I gave a score of 8.5 because this had a little less sharpness, a little less boldness, was a little smoother. It was still creamy, delicious, sweet, molasses and wheat forward. The one on the right was a lot sharper. The proof tasted higher, but definitely a lot richer and bolder in the flavor. And I don't know if it's just because of one being a newer bottle than the other. So let's see what glass H was. I was kind of right about that. Glass H was the 922. The 923 is the winner tonight. It just had a richer flavor. Now, I could open up my other bottle of 922 to see if it was just, one bottle against the other, but I don't think it's simply a fact that this is newer. There's less air in the bottle than this one. I really think the 923 has got a little better viscosity and a little bolder taste. And remember, the 923 is 0.2 proof lower. So the proof being more prevalent, I think, is due to the fact that it's a newer bottle. But the flavor, the richness, the mouthfeel, I think it's due to just being a better batch of the Larceny Barrel Proof. So I say that the C923 is the winner tonight, and it's delicious. And I will tell you that if I see another bottle, $59 to $69, I'm buying a backup. So we hope you will like this video, comment, and share, and please hit that subscribe button so we can grow the channel in 2024. And as always, never drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. And we will see you next time with this lovely Larceny C923, tonight's champion. Cheers. A total blank. I have no idea which one is better.